Willpower is not a character trait. It's a biological resource that runs out, and research shows it can be used up before lunch. You had a plan. You were going to eat well, finish the project, stay calm in that meeting, and not check your phone after 9 p.m. And for most of the morning, you did. Then the afternoon arrived. Then dinner. Then, at 10 p.m., you were on the couch eating something you said you wouldn't eat, watching something you'd already seen, wondering what happened to the person who was so disciplined this morning. That person didn't fail. They ran out. And the research behind that distinction is going to change how you think about every goal you've ever set. Ego depletion is the psychological theory that self-control and willpower draw from a limited mental resource. And that once that resource is used up, your ability to resist temptation, make good decisions, and regulate your behavior drops significantly. The term was coined by social psychologist Baumeister, who published the original research in 1998. Ego, in this context, doesn't mean arrogance. It's the Freudian sense of the self that manages and regulates behavior. The theory is that this regulatory capacity has a finite daily supply. You sit on one thing, and you have less for the next. Baumeister's experiment is one of the most elegant in modern psychology. He brought participants into a room that smelled like freshly baked cookies. On the table were two plates, one with chocolate chip cookies, one with radishes. Some participants were told they could eat the cookies. Others were told to eat the radishes and resist the cookies. Then both groups were given an unsolvable geometry puzzle and told to work on it as long as they wanted. The cookie group worked on the puzzle for an average of 19 minutes before giving up. The radish group, the ones who had already spent energy resisting the cookies, lasted just 8 minutes. They quit in less than half the time, not because the puzzle was harder for them, but because they'd already spent their self-control resource on the radishes. There was less left for the puzzle. This was the first controlled demonstration that exercising self-control in one domain depletes your capacity for it in another, what Baumeister called the strength model of self-control. Think about when your self-control tends to collapse. Almost never first thing in the morning, almost always in the evening, after a stressful day, after a difficult conversation, after hours of suppressing frustration or making decisions or resisting temptations. The Israeli judges' study is one of the most striking illustrations. A 2011 study analyzed 100 parole board decisions and found that prisoners were much more likely to receive parole early in the day and right after the judge's food breaks, when their mental resources were freshest. By late morning and late afternoon, before the next break, approval rates dropped toward zero. The same cases, the same evidence, wildly different outcomes based on when in the day the judge heard them. This is ego depletion at the institutional level. The default decision when depleted is the safest, most conservative one, which for a judge means keeping the prisoner incarcerated. When they were restored, fed, rested, reset, they returned to more considered reasoning. The first and most important insight is, stop scheduling your hardest challenges for the end of your most demanding days. If you want to exercise, don't decide after work at 7 p.m. Decide before. If you want to avoid a temptation, don't test your willpower when it's already depleted. Remove the choice entirely. Decision fatigue is ego depletion's close cousin. Research by Barack Obama and Steve Jobs, both famous for wearing the same clothes repeatedly, was backed by the same logic. Reducing trivial decisions early in the day preserved cognitive and self-regulatory resources for higher stakes choices. The second insight is that restoration works. Blood glucose, rest, and positive effect all replenish the self-control resource. After a meal, after a genuine break, after a moment of connection or humor, your capacity comes back. So the strategy isn't to have infinite willpower. It's to structure your day so that your willpower is available when you actually need it. Every time you've caved at the end of a hard day, you weren't failing as a person. You were running on empty. That distinction matters, not because it removes responsibility, but because it shows you that the solution isn't trying harder. It's managing the resource more intelligently. Know when you're depleted. Don't make important decisions there. Don't test your discipline when you've already spent it. And when you're empty, restore before you demand more. Drop a comment. What time of day does your willpower usually give out? I want to know if this maps to what the research predicts. Subscribe for more psychology that explains the patterns you've already noticed.